When a simple message pops up in a conversation, it may seem insignificant. Just two ordinary words. That's all. Yet those two words can dramatically change the way people see you and the way they respond when you're around. Those words are "I want." Say them with certainty. Say them without hesitation. Never be afraid to express what you genuinely want. This small adjustment in your communication immediately makes you appear more confident, more trustworthy, and more secure about the direction your life is taking. But here's where it gets even more interesting. These two words can have a surprisingly strong impact on how women respond to you. It almost feels too simple to make a difference, yet I can assure you that it does. Stay with me until the end because today you'll discover how one straightforward phrase can completely change how people perceive your confidence, leadership, and personal value. When spoken with calm confidence and sincere intention, this phrase carries real influence. Even better, I'll explain not only why it works but also exactly how to use it in everyday situations so you can begin noticing the difference almost immediately. Before we dive in, I'd like to ask you for one small favor. If you're enjoying this video, please take a moment to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It may seem like a tiny gesture, but it helps these ideas reach more people who could benefit from them as well. By supporting this channel, you're helping more men discover principles that can improve their confidence, strengthen their relationships, and encourage personal growth. So, can I count on you? Great. Now, let's begin. The most common mistake men make. One of the biggest mistakes many men make is constantly trying to keep everyone else happy. They regularly put other people's preferences ahead of their own. Whenever a choice has to be made, they hesitate. When it's time to express what they truly want, they stay quiet. You've probably heard responses like, "Whatever you want, I'm fine with anything," or "I don't know. What would you like?" Although these answers may sound polite, they often communicate uncertainty rather than confidence. The problem is that a man who always focuses on pleasing others eventually appears indecisive. Instead of leading the interaction, he simply follows along. And that's rarely seen as attractive. The hidden power of two words, "I want." Here's the truth. The moment you begin saying "I want," your entire presence shifts. Those two words communicate clarity, purpose, and confidence. More importantly, they show that you're comfortable expressing your own desires without apology. It's not merely a phrase. It's a reflection of leadership. And leadership remains one of the most attractive qualities a man can possess. How to use "I want" in everyday life. First example, asking a woman out. Many men say something like, "Maybe we could hang out sometime if you're free." Listen to how uncertain that sounds. Now compare it with, "I'd like to take you out for dinner this Friday." The difference is immediate. You're not seeking permission. You're confidently making an invitation. It sounds natural, genuine, and self-assured. Women often recognize that confidence instantly, and it can make you far more attractive. Second example, starting a conversation. Instead of staying trapped in endless small talk, be a little more direct. You could say, "I'd like to get to know you better. Maybe we could grab coffee sometime this week." It's simple, honest, and refreshing. You're openly expressing your intention, and many women appreciate that level of honesty. When confidence is combined with authenticity, it becomes incredibly powerful. Women can often sense that almost immediately. When you're already in a relationship. Many men believe confidence only matters during the early stages of dating. That's simply not true. The phrases "I'd like to" or "I want to" remain just as meaningful after the relationship has already begun. Instead of saying, "I don't care," or "whatever you want to do," try saying, "I'd like to spend this weekend with you. Let's plan something fun together." Notice the difference. You're clearly expressing your desire to spend time with her. At the same time, you're naturally taking the initiative. That combination of confidence and genuine care strengthens emotional connection and shows that you value her presence. Confidence is not arrogance. Understanding this distinction is essential. Being confident doesn't mean becoming controlling, demanding, or inconsiderate. The way you deliver your words matters just as much as the words themselves. If she's busy or suggests another plan, don't react negatively. Instead, simply say, "No problem. Would Saturday work better for you?" That's what real confidence looks like. You're clear about what you want while remaining flexible enough to respect her schedule and her boundaries. Women appreciate men who can express themselves honestly while also respecting the other person's needs. The power of honest communication. When two people are willing to express what they genuinely want instead of hiding behind uncertainty, communication becomes stronger and far more meaningful. Being direct doesn't push people away when it's delivered with respect, it builds trust. The words I want aren't about controlling someone else. They're about taking ownership of your intentions and expressing them with confidence. The next time you find yourself about to say, "Whatever you want," pause for a moment. Ask yourself what you truly want instead. Then say it clearly and respectfully. You may be surprised at how differently people respond when they sense genuine confidence backed by authenticity. Often, it's not complicated techniques that change how others see you. Sometimes, it's simply having the courage to speak two honest words, "I want."